Visit Fort Wayne's focus isn't just downtown. Um, it's the whole city. But as we've been in meetings and presentations and things like that, I've sat in quite a few with you. It's talking about the heart of your city. If your heart isn't pumping, if it's not alive, if it's not vibrant, the rest of your city doesn't really make a difference what it is. So kind of along those lines, what was, and this is probably a pretty simplistic question to answer. Everybody's going to kick me for asking it, but what was the catalyst? What was kind of the tipping point for downtown, do you think, as far as getting that momentum going and getting things going in the right direction?
There were a couple in certain segments. In the meetings and convention area, which I'm really close for, it was expanding the convention center. I mean, we had a good brick building with the original Grand Wayne Center, but it wasn't quite big enough to do state conventions who said, we'd like to go there, but you're not big enough. You're nice. So expanding that to the size they are today and adding a second hotel put us in a whole different game. We've attracted 7 or 8 now regional and state conventions into Fort Wayne that never left Indianapolis. That includes the Democratic State Convention, the Republican State Convention, the Farm Bureau Association, and several others I could name. That was a tipping point in that segment of meetings and conventions. I think another tipping point was the fact that they moved the ballpark from Memorial Stadium down to Parkview Field. That really solidified that we wanted downtown to be a destination both for visitors but also residents. I mean, the Tin Caps get 350,000 people a year. That's a lot of foot traffic to add into a couple block area. And that really spurred on people who wanted to have a dynamic downtown with foot traffic and walkability and people moving around. So you had a new hotel and a new ballpark and an expanded convention center, showed nightlife all the time occurring in Fort Wayne. And I think that spurred on some very young creative people to open up Pint and Slice and invest in J.K. O'Donnell's and keep Toscani's going and so maybe substantiate some other restaurants that the downtown restaurant community come back. Even though it started around Headwaters Park, you had Club Soda and Longtime Hall's Gas House holding the anchor there. Now there's more interest in that, and dining and entertainment is what makes downtown go. And frosting on the cake, I think, has been the arts communities continue to be well supported by patrons of the art from corporate America here in Fort Wayne and the upper crust of our community, but they've created so much programming that allows people from the average walk of life to enjoy arts in downtown. I'm talking about Chalk Walk and the trolley ride and the art museums and the pop-up a night and night fright and all those kind of fun things that are part of that cultural and arts expense that makes, again, downtown more dynamic. So building was a big part of the tipping point, Steve. The synergy of putting them close proximity to each other was really smart. Moving a big people generator that residents use, like the ballpark downtown, was a very wise move. But we're not done. We're not done. There's, I think, more room for infill in some of those venues. There's more room for new businesses in some of the empty lots and buildings we have downtown. And I'm very excited about what the plans will be for the riverfront development. It's a big part of downtown. And downtown is just buildings. Downtown's a neighborhood. And I think that part of downtown's neighborhood is going to be very exciting in the next 10 years.